Hey everybody, it's Dale Thrush with By Design Advisors. Going to do something a little different today. We're going to get on the trusty whiteboard and kind of walk through this team harmony, team honesty dynamic that we've been talking about. So today on the whiteboard, I want to go over the 5 signs that you may be on team harmony instead of team honesty, right? Our number 1 sign, you have easy meetings. What do I mean by easy meetings? It means they're mostly status report outs, right? You're not really having discussion, or you go in and you tell them, your team, what you're thinking, what the challenges is, what the solution is, and everybody just nods along and you leave, right? It's just easy. There's nothing uncomfortable about it. There's nothing really productive about it either, I would argue. But the first sign that you're on team harmony is that your meetings are easy. What's the second sign? Every issue is a 5-alarm fire, right? So when your team brings you something, it's already a 5-alarm fire. So why is this a sign that you're on team harmony? It's because they didn't feel comfortable enough bringing it to you when it was a smaller problem, right? Problems bubble under the surface. They don't feel comfortable bringing it to you, but it gets to a point where they just have to, right? And it's already exploded, it's already a huge problem. So if every one of your issues on your team is a 5-alarm fire, you're probably on team harmony. What's the third sign? Third sign of team harmony is lack of uncomfortable conversations. As a leader, really where you get your growth, where you get your performance, where you're successful is being able to have uncomfortable conversations amongst your team, right? You hear us talk about healthy conflict, healthy debate all the time. If you're not having uncomfortable conversations, you're probably on team harmony. If you're the only one that has to bring up tough topics, if you're the only one that has solutions, if you're the only one speaking up in meetings, you have a lack of uncomfortable conversations and you're probably on team harmony. What's the fourth sign? Top-down solutions. Every company has challenges. Every company has things they're trying to accomplish. If you, as the leader, are the only one throwing out solutions, if you're the only one that has to come up with the answers to the test, you're probably on team harmony, right? In an honest organization or an honest team, I might throw out the first solution, but we're gonna bat it around. We're gonna argue, we're gonna debate it. We're gonna kick it around. What am I missing? Where are the blind spots? But if I walk into a meeting, again, and just kind of say, hey, here's what I think, and everybody says, yeah, great idea, you're brilliant. News for you, you're not that brilliant. If top-down solutions is the only way you can solve problems, you might be on team harmony. What's the fifth sign? Slow decisions. It kind of, if you think about it, if we're having easy meetings, everything's a fire, we're not having uncomfortable conversations and it's top-down solutions where I have to provide all the answers, we're going to be slow in making our decisions, right? So if we have slow decision-making processes, if we have decision bottlenecks in our organization, if we have good ideas on paper but can't execute them, no one wants to be the bad guy and kind of speak up and say, hey, there might be a better solution. We're probably on team harmony, right? So these are our 5 signs. How can you test this stuff? The first test, I would argue, is the feedback test. What do I mean by that? How's feedback given in your organization? Is it sugar-coated? Is it delayed? Is it always positive? If we have sugar-coated, delayed, positive feedback at all times, we're probably on team harmony. Second one we can do, volume test. What do I mean by volume test? It kind of goes back to easy meetings, right? If no one's speaking up, if no one's telling you what's on their mind, if nobody's disagreeing with you and it's just silence in your meetings, you're failing the volume test and you're probably on team harmony. So how can you gut check this in your meeting? Take 10 minutes after your next meeting. Sit and really think, did somebody speak up and challenge anything I said? Or was it just silent, nodding along in agreement? Did we decide? Did we debate? Did we talk about stuff? Or was it simply just a status report out of here's where everything stands. And the third one I would say to gut check yourself is, would the conversation be different if you weren't in the room? So if you have a meeting and you leave, would they start talking? Would they start saying, oh, that's a stupid idea, that's not gonna work, we've tried this before, blah, 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 blah. Those are 3 things I recommend you do after your next meeting to make sure you're not on team harmony. So just to recap, what are the 5 signs you may be on team harmony? Easy meetings. Everything's a 5-alarm fire by the time it gets to your desk. There's a lack of uncomfortable conversations between you and your team. Top-down solutions, you're the only one that's throwing out solutions and answers to the test. And you have slow decision-making or decision-making bottlenecks. So those are the 5 signs. Those are the 2 tests. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. Also, as I say every video almost, you have to start with your DISC profile. So take it, it's in a link, it's a free assessment. It takes 10 minutes. Go figure out how you handle all this stuff and then test your team so you can see how they prefer to communicate. Until next time, thanks.